They said she was just spacey. A year later, we found out the truth. The first thing I noticed about Chicky wasn't her scars. It was how tired she looked. Not sleepy, just exhausted in a way that felt deeper than that, like life had already taken too much out of her. She had been found chained outside in someone's backyard, most likely used for breeding over and over again. Her ears had been cropped, her tail cut short, and by the time rescue workers got her, she was painfully skinny, filthy, covered in infections, and emotionally shut down. I saw her picture online late one night and couldn't stop thinking about her face. She looked confused, like she was still trying to figure out whether people were safe or not. I told myself I was only going to meet her, but the second they brought her into the visitation room, everything changed. She slowly walked over to me, climbed right into my lap, curled into a little ball, and fell asleep, just like that. I remember looking down at her thinking, well, I guess you're coming home with me. The rescue staff warned me she was a little spacey and kind of wonky. They assumed years of overbreeding had affected her mentally somehow. Honestly, I didn't care. During the first 4 days after bringing her home, I barely left her side. I skipped work, ignored my phone, and spent all day sitting with her on the couch because she looked terrified anytime I moved too far away. She didn't know how to use stairs. The first time she saw them, she completely froze. I ended up carrying her up and down every single time while whispering, "It's okay, baby. I got you." Looking back now, it breaks my heart realizing she had probably spent most of her life outside. No couches, no toys, no warm bed, no one teaching her how to simply exist inside a home. But slowly, her personality started coming out, and she turned out to be one of the funniest dogs I've ever met. She's goofy in a way that almost feels intentional. Her tongue constantly hangs out because I genuinely don't think it fully fits inside her mouth. Sometimes I gently push it back in so it doesn't dry out, and she gives me this dramatic offended look like I ruined her entire day. She also learned exactly what makes me laugh. She'll stare directly at me before throwing herself dramatically across the couch like an exhausted actress in a soap opera. The second I laugh, she does it again. For the first entire year I had her, she never barked once. I honestly thought maybe she physically couldn't bark. Then one day she saw a squirrel outside and let out this terrifying screech that sounded exactly like a baby dinosaur. I nearly dropped my coffee. I just stared at her like, what in the world was that? Turns out she can bark, unfortunately for everyone around her. She also became incredibly attached to me. If I sit down, she has to be touching me somehow. A paw on my arm, her head against my chest, anything. And she loves holding hands. I'm serious. She'll place her paw in my hand, and if I try to pull away too soon, she tightens her grip like, nope, stay right there. At night, she curls up in my arms like a baby while I rock her back and forth. Belly exposed, completely relaxed. That kind of trust doesn't happen quickly. It comes from finally feeling safe. I teach dance classes, and Chicky became everybody's favorite part of the studio. She follows me around while I teach, weaving between students and sitting near the mirrors like she owns the place. If I ever leave her home, my students immediately ask, wait, where's Chicky? Honestly, I think some of them come to class more for her than for me. But the biggest shock came almost a year after I adopted her. During a routine vet appointment, the vet casually said, "You know she's fully blind, right?" I actually laughed because I thought he was joking. She played fetch, followed me everywhere, navigated the house perfectly. But then he explained that blind dogs often memorize spaces so well that people don't notice. Suddenly, everything made sense. The hesitation around stairs, the way she moved carefully in unfamiliar places, the way she relied so heavily on my voice. She hadn't been spacey at all. She had been blind the entire time.
If you don't like me, that's not my problem. It's yours.
That realization completely broke me, because despite everything humans had done to her, the neglect, the breeding, the loneliness, the fear, she still chose to trust people. She still woke up every day excited to love someone